Hi guys, how are you? Guys, in last videos I tell you about database and database management system. Guys, today I have to come with you a new topic about data which is database design process. First of all, I tell you about database design. Guys, before we design database for any organization, we have to consider many aspects to find out the particular scenario of owning database. Few of them are discussed. Number one, feasibility study. This is also called preliminary investigation of the required database. It involves the era identification and selection. Which era are aspects into the selected to start with. After the project is selected, it is allocated a specific fund and proper planning in chalked out for its particular implement. Side by side, a proper market analysis is also worked out. Number two, requirements analysis. During this activity, the requirements are gathered, that is, the possible inputs for the database and required functionality out of it. The users precisely narrate their needs of the database and the possible domain and restrictions are also chalked out. Number three, project planning. A proper schedule is laid down to accomplish this activity. All the cost factors are taken into consideration. That is, the salaries of team members, their logistic involve other travel expenses such as marriage gifts, insurance, and hardware costs. Data analysis. This is an important analysis aspect while designing a database. It involves the following activities. Number one, data flow diagram, DFD, decision tables, decision trees. However, a detailed discussion on these topics in beyond the scope of this book. Data modeling. Data modeling is the process of identifying the data object and relationships between them. Ingredients of data modeling. Number one, entity or object. A data entity object is anything that is participating in the system. It is always properly identifiable, that is a teacher, a student, and airplane. These are called entities. Attribute. Attribute define the objects, describes their characteristics, and in some cases make references to other objects. Attribute for a teacher could be teacher name, gender, last degree, appointment date, pay scale, nationality, telephone number, etc. Relationships. The relationships indicate how an entity or object are connected or related to each other. The data objects are related, connected to one another in different ways. Consider the database objects, book and bookstore in the following diagram. A bookstore orders books, a bookstore displays books, a bookstore stocks books, a bookstore sells books, a bookstore returns books. It is important to note that all the relationships define the relevant connections between both objects. All the relations are bidirectional. We have to consider by the relevant relationship in the context of the requirement. Cardinality. Whether some occurrence of object 1 are related to some occurrence of object second, it is expressed as one or many. A husband have only one wife and a father can have many children. The relation can be one to many, recursive, none. Modality. It defines the nature of the relation, optional, mandatory. Consider two objects, customers and repair action in a workshop environment. Thanks for watching my videos.